Sinners! Hi, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine. My name is FaCundo Unia and I'm here to talk about Sinners. Sinners is Ryan Coogler's new movie, director that made Black Panther 1 and 2. I really like those movies and I really liked Sinners as well. Okay, let's dig in. And it's gonna be some light spoilers, but only some light spoilers for maybe half the movie. The movie is set in the 1930s in a plantation with a man who drives to a church. You can see that the man is badly hurt and he's had a very rough night and he's very wounded, and he goes into the church. He's holding a guitar and then his father, who's a preacher, says, "Oh, did you invite in the devil? What happened? Tell me about it. You should have stayed here." Then he says, "One day earlier." And then the two twins, who both are played by Michael B. Jordan, are driving a car. And they're talking about the dreams and the hopes, and they are hoping to create a nightclub. Brothers are called Stack and Smoke, and they're very cool. And you can know from some of the facts they have done some criminal stuff, and maybe they worked for Al Capone. Found some land that they're gonna buy from a white man who has a gun. And it's very disrespectful, and he keeps calling the twins boy. And he says, are you two twins or something? And then the brothers answer, "No, we are cousins." That's very cool. And then the brother says, "Stop calling us boys. We are not boys. We are men." And this man with the gun, he keeps saying, "Oh, I'm not being disrespectful. This is only the way we talk here. I have the right to talk this way if I want to." And then the brothers give this man a lot of money, and they said, "This is all the money you're getting from us. We're not gonna give you any more money than this. This is all you get. And if we see any clan members coming, we're gonna shoot them down, because this is our property now and our land. So we're not gonna let any clan members in." Then the man drives away. Sammy is a man that earlier was driving and went into the church with a guitar and who looked badly wounded. Sammy is so good at playing guitar that he opens the veil between reality and the supernatural, and he binds the past and the future with his music. He's really good blues player. But his father says, when you play your music, you will invite in the devil. His father doesn't like that his son plays music at all, that his son should rather be in church and play church music. But then Stack and Smoke comes and says, "Hey cousin, jump in." Stack and Smoke tell Sammy that they're about their really big dreams to create a nightclub, and they want Sammy to play because they heard he's very good. Sammy starts playing for Stack, but then he starts singing, and his song is so good. So Stack is like, he's opened his jaw and like that, and he really loves what he's hearing. While the Stack and Smoke are driving and they're preparing to do stuff for the night. Okay, it's gonna be some light spoilers now, but it seems like a man falls down on the ground and he is smoking, like his skin is sizzling, and he runs into a house and then he says, help me, let me in, please let me in. Some Native Americans," no, he says some Indians are chasing me, but yeah, he means some Native Americans are chasing me. Please let me in. And a woman and a man open the door, and you can see they are clan members because you can see their clothes are on a table. And this man, the man who's burning, he said, "Oh, these Native Americans, they are hurting me. They're hurting me so much." A clan member says, "No, we're not one that get involved." But then he said, they did something very awful to my wife. Please let me in." And they let him in. Native Americans come and say, we are looking for a man, and he's very dangerous, and he's not what he pretends to be. Have you seen him? And they say, "No, we haven't seen him." The woman is pointing a shotgun to the Native Americans. He said, "No, we haven't." And then the Native American says, "If you've seen him, he's not what he pretends to be. You are in danger. If you let him inside your house, it might already be over." And then the Native American people, they leave. Woman starts saying, oh, now they left, everything's okay. And she doesn't hear anything from her husband. But then when she goes inside the room, she sees a horrible sight. The man they let in, his eyes are red and it's really, really scary. The brothers want to start this juke joint, it's a nightclub, so they are preparing and they separated. So Smoke goes to meet a woman who believes in magic, and she says, you still keep your mojo thing on? Yes, he says. And he says, I don't believe in magic, but she says she really believes in magic and she knows about the supernatural. And then some sexy stuff happens. This movie is R-rated and it has some sexy scenes in it, but it's not too spicy. And it's actually not too gory either, but it's very, very, very good. After, Smoke tells Annie that he wants her to cook tonight at their club, and she agrees. Later, the nightclub starts, and everybody's having a lot of fun, and they're dancing and they're jamming, and everybody are enjoying themselves, and for a while, forgetting about plantation. But then Sammy starts playing, and this scene is one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. When Sammy plays, it's like something happens with reality, but that only we, the viewers, can see. And then the music changes. It's just not blues, but also it has a DJ and it has a lot of elements from different kind of music. And the scene is so perfect. I really love the scene. I love it so much. But while this is happening, the vampires, they can hear this. So the Irish vampire hears Sammy's music and it's like, I want to have a piece of Sammy, because Sammy's music breaks the veil between reality and the supernatural and the past and the future. So the Irish vampire really wants to have a piece of Sammy, like it was a cake or something. And then they knocked on the door, and they said, can we come in? And the people, Stack and Smoke, say, no, we're not letting you guys in. And the vampire says, oh, is it because we're white? And the guys say, no, it's not because of that, but we are not letting you in. Annie, when she sees these people, she doesn't want them to come in. She knows that something is very weird with these people. So she doesn't want them to get inside at all. And Stack and Smoke, they trust her. But then the vampires say, oh, we believe in unity, we believe in equality, everybody should be equally worth, and we believe in people being worth the same and love. But so we should come inside. The thing is, most of the people who works in the plantations doesn't have a lot of money. So Stack and Smoke are afraid of losing all their money. There's a girl named Mary. She's very light-skinned, so a lot of people think that she's white. And Mary, she says, let me go out and talk to the people, because maybe they have a lot of money, so maybe we should invite them in. But then Stack and Smoke says, if we let them in, somebody looks at the woman and then might be a big trouble, or somebody maybe pushes them while dancing, and we could all be in a big disaster, because it could be like a lot of clan members and all are gonna be here and a lot of people are gonna die. So that's why they don't want these people in. But Mary says, what's wrong with just checking them out? And then she goes out by herself, and the scene is really scary. Mary starts talking to the vampires. They're sitting on a trunk and they're jamming and playing some music. And she's like, how are you people? What kind of people are you? Like, do you have any money? And then the Irish vampire shows Mary that she has like a very old money. And she's like, what kind of money is this? And then they're like, this is gold from a very long forgotten land. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then the Irish vampires are saying, Mary, I know you're sad, and I know something very bad happened to you. If you stay with us, you're gonna be happy, and it's gonna be much better. The thing is, Mary's mother recently died, and Mary came from her mother's funeral, and she wanted to visit her friends Stack and Smoke. So that's why she came to the plantation, to meet people she loved. And then something really, really scary happens. And after, Mary comes back to the club and says, "Hi, how you doing? Oh, are you gonna let me in? Like, you have to invite me in." And like, "Why should we invite you in? You're like a friend, but just come inside. You were here for like 5 minutes ago." And then Mary goes inside. After this, I'm not gonna spoil anymore, but the movie is very, very good, and I really loved it. And the bad guys are not really the ones you think they are. Like, are gonna reveal who the bad guys are. The movie is really, really good and really worth watching in the cinema. Ryan Coogler is a very good director. And the movie's cinematic visuals are really beautiful and beautiful filmed. And Ryan Coogler made a really good job. And Michael B. Jordan does a great job as twins, Stack and Smoke. He's a really good actor. He gives both twins like difference, so they're not a carbon copy of each other. Oh yeah, they look the same, but they are different kind of characters. That keeps you like watching it, and it keeps you very interested in what's happening. Did you watch this movie in the cinema? Yes, you have. Really worth watching this movie at the cinema. But don't go to end credit scenes. One is a mid credit, and that's very good. And then is one at the really end of the movie that actually puts all everything that happens together. So I really had a good time watching the movie, and the people who were with me watching the movie, they all enjoyed the movie too. It's a really, really great movie, so I recommend watching it. Okay, have you seen the movie? Have you seen Sinners? Tell me down in the comments what you think about the movie, if you liked it or not. Okay, thank you for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe. Help me reach 1000 subscribers, that would be great for me. Okay, bye bye hugs, take care, bye bye hugs. Pom pom pom, pachom pachom chom, quédate, pom pom.